representing France from Tahiti. He is the Challenger Series champion, overtaking Eli Hanneman in this final event, and he wants to close it out, as Richie said. Runner-up at the start of the Challenger Series here to Jacob Wilcox, less than a point in their battle with their heat score totals.
It's man on man basically from the opening round, so you know, you have to step up your game. Now here we go, we're opening up the final here with Alister Reginato.
Yeah, he looks sparky on the first turn, but doesn't complete that second move. Opportunity goes begging there. I think there'd be a little restraint in the scoreline too, but you know, we've seen heats constructed around a strong mid-range ride to kick things off, and it was a shame he didn't complete this one.
Yeah, just throwing the board up and over the roof of that final set. But he's a fairly heavy set, the lower half of his body incredibly strong, and he's just driving through these turns and accelerating off the bottom.
Reggie loading up. He's been throwing some nice airs at us, and he's going to deliver another one right here. The loft is impressive. He found the spring from nowhere. Great technique, and it was a wise move to commit to that end section under priority. He might just sneak a score here.
Wow, driving down the line, hopping through these little sections. Eyes off the perfect launch pad. Gets the spin, and the pillow puff landing. Look at him driving down. Watch the back foot shifts right to the back of the tail kick. Gets a really nice spin, probably around 280 in terms of the rotation. Not quite the 360, but pushing 300 for sure. Really great spot to launch. And that whitewash already broken underneath it. Reginato outside, picks off another left. Just clicks with that first section, and again throws it up, but pushes too hard.
How's Beach coming up?
Yeah, it definitely has helped my confidence a lot. You know, throughout this year, I've had a lot of ups and downs with results, so it feels good to kind of clean it up at the end of the year and really go in strong to the first couple events. So
Kauli Vaast looks like he's trying to get into position here, but it's Alister Reginato with priority.
Loading up again, big section standing up, swings the rotation, got there a little late, but he manages to complete the move, trying to improve on a 3.33. Now, it's pretty easy to identify that this isn't there isn't the same height and quality in this air as the one that he landed earlier for a 7.33, but it might just help him at gentle combination that he's chasing, but at the moment he wants to break that combination, get a good score of his own. As Reginato eyes off another one there, opts out of it.
Al's hunting, is he?
Your event, he wants the W. This guy is going to be hard to beat though. Kauli Vaast, an Olympic gold medalist, the Challenger Series champ this year, just struggling to find rhythm out here at this stage of the game. Three waves, and he hasn't gotten better than 2-point ride.
Here we go, up and riding.
Loading up, gets that first hit in nicely, climbs up onto the roof. It's a little sloppy, that final turn. And Kauli Vaast has just been so rock solid that, you know, even a slight trip up on that final move looks a little out of character for what he's served up to us in this event so far. I've got no doubt that he'll fight his way back into contention at some point here. So Alister, meanwhile, has to keep fighting. But Rich, you meant a major international final like this will certainly create a buzz and a bit of interest in taking up some of that bacon.
The stats tell me that it's going to take 2 waves for him to get out in the lead in this final. Looks like Al's going to have a crack at this one.
Yeah, picking off this bigger set. Just the lip kind of breaking over his toe side rail there, bogging him down, so he doesn't get much out of it. Jeffreys Bay, where you've got a long paddle back out, Bells Beach. But here you can turn a heat in a couple of minutes. Here goes Reginato again. Another completion. And really hoping that this wave stands up again on the inside for some more, working it over. Just a bit of grovel work, incredible small wave surfing. I think he would have learned from the women's final. Alyssa Spencer took her rides right through to the inside and just took a chance on them standing up and giving her a little bit more. Any incremental increases you can get to your heat score total are going to work in your favour against a really strong competitor. So Alister Reginato, good small wave surfing. We'll see where the number falls, but you know, with a strong start on this ride, there is a chance that he builds on that 5.83.
He really does get inverted on that opening air, and we've seen a lot of the spins through the week. They do tend to stay a bit more lateral, horizontal, but Al gets really inverted. Watch the nose pointing back down into the trough of the wave. Little shimmy here, and then he gets another little slap right on the inside. Bang.
He's picked up or identified a bit of a pattern in some bigger set wave lefts rolling in on that section of the bank. As we see Reginato up again. Strike rate is so high with the airs at the moment, but even he knows that that's not really going to change things in the scoreline. One of the most sought after trophies in surfing, but hang on, Kauli Vaast, he's not done fighting. And this could potentially be his best wave and take a bit off the requirement with just over 4 minutes to go.
Yeah, even a 5 is going to help the cause here. He needs to keep that energy and the body language positive. Let's look at the Stone and Wood slow-mo. Jumps straight off the bottom and off the top. Nice clean turn. Yeah, he looks like he's almost willing to let Kauli take a crack at this thing.
Wow. Well, Kauli is chasing a big score, swings the tail, that's all he's going to get.
Turn for Kauli Vaast in the finals so far, no doubt about it. This is what we've seen him do all week long. Drives hard off the bottom, gets nice and low, and just the rotation, completely ditching the fins. Gets a lot of release there, and then whips the board back under his feet, so he's just going to run out of time.
Well, the next battle is going to be who will chair Alister Reginato to the main stage here as he takes off. He's going to finish in style. The crowd erupts here at Merriweather. Morgan Siblick, Sophie McCulloch, they're making their way down to the water's edge here. And Alister Reginato plants a huge air. It'll be the number of the final to take victory. And what a way to finish, an 8.67, an excellent heat score total. Overcoming a gold medalist, a Challenger Series champion, and a man that's going to be campaigning on the CT this year.